Hello everyone, this is Annabella. I have another purchase reading to share today. We will be taking a look at Wallace Huo and Ruby Lynn's relationship energy. They are literally the OG couple from my childhood, and my lovely purchaser would like to check up on their marriage. I believe they have a daughter together now, but they stay pretty private. This is going to be an interesting reading because I don't read about married couples often. But because they are married, the interpretation of the cards will be slightly different. Anyways, please remember to be logical as this is only a tarot reading. Alright, let's start with their current relationship. Five of Cups. As you can tell from the picture alone, the Five of Cups isn't that great of a card. My readings are often quite realistic. Just because a celebrity couples are together doesn't mean they will always have the happiest relationship. They are just like us. They are normal people who also have good days and bad days. But because I don't know anything about Wallace and Ruby, and this is the first time I'm doing a reading for them, I like to say the energy of the Five of Cups, which represents a negative feeling of sadness, loss, or regret, happened previously in their relationship. Knight of Cups. Despite the negative energy from the Five of Cups, we also have the Knight of Cups here, which represents them putting work into this relationship. One or both of them are taking actions to fix the issues in the Five of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very romantic. He yearns for a happy, romantic, full relationship and will do anything to try to have exactly that. At the end of the day, they are a celebrity couple with a child. They know that it's better to keep their image and fix their issues than letting the Five of Cups energy take over. I believe this works out for them because they have always been there for each other as friends even before marriage. They know how to work together to maintain this relationship. Six of Swords. This card shows an image of a family riding together on a boat to a more peaceful destination. As we connect the Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Six of Swords together, I see the card telling us a story. Perhaps some unhappy events happened to them previously, but someone, could be one of them, is bringing the falling cup back into their life. And in the Six of Swords, they're trying to pick up that happiness to move forward to a better place. Nine of Cups. This is their happiness, though this is not the Ten of Cups, which would have been a better card representing a family. I do feel that having a family together fulfills their own individual wishes. As they work together, their relationship is improving and they are becoming happier with their life with each other. I also think they help each other to realize their own individual dreams. For example, Wallace's dream is to be a great father to his daughter, perhaps. I'm just saying that because he seems to not have been working much since his daughter was born. The Chariot. I had to take a moment to think about this card because the previous four cards already created a story. What was the need for this card? But the Chariot represents a person who takes the lead. I'm guessing there is always one person in this relationship who holds everything together and is often the one in charge. Maybe the Knight of Cups and the Chariot both represents this person. But since I don't really know them well, I don't know who it is, maybe their individual cards will give us more info. Therefore, let's take a look at Ruby's energy towards this marriage. Seven of Swords. This card in general can represent lies, trickery, deception, manipulation, etc. For some reason, I feel like Ruby is a very rational person, maybe even overly rational at times. This card shows that she is a very resourceful woman who will do anything, and I mean anything, to have it her way. See how the person in this card is sneakily stealing the swords? I have a feeling that the Chariot in the first spread is Ruby, because the more I think about it, the more I feel like she is the one in charge. King of Wands. towards this relationship and this marriage, I feel like she would take over when she has to. The King of Wands represents a very passionate king who, to be blunt, can be very controlling. He would want everyone to follow his lead and do the things he says. I have a hard time putting this King and Wallace together for some reason because, in my opinion, Wallace is quite an introvert. I just feel like this card represents Ruby's energy more of wanting to make sure everything is under control. Also, the spread is mainly on Ruby's energy. So please understand that I'm not talking about her character here. Just that in this marriage, someone is just more in charge. Six of Pentacles. Though she seems to be the one who is more in control, I still see that she hopes for a balance between the two of them, where they both support the family and support each other equally, maintaining the balance of give and take in their relationship. For some reason, when I see this card, I keep thinking about the imbalancedness between Ruby and Wallace, because I believe she's been working while he's been hidden away from the spotlight. I don't know if there are any businesses that they own, and if they have any other income besides acting, but maybe she is the standing man in the Six of Pentacles here, the wife who controls the family's income. The Star. She has a lot of hopes for this relationship, that everything will work out the way it should. Even though all of the previous cards indicate she has a lot of expectations and wants things to proceed the way she wants, she still hopes for peace and happiness, where they can continue to grow their marriage for their daughter and the future. I think she has a lot of trust for her husband and is trying to be patient with him. Three of Swords. But of course, not every day will be a great day. She can still get quite stressed and quite upset when things don't go the way she had hoped for. I feel like there may be some communication issues or misunderstanding that can make her feel like she's not heard at times. Regardless, I feel like what they are dealing with in their marriage are common problems between many couples, nothing extreme. Lastly, let's check out Wallace's feelings towards this marriage. Four of Cups. This card resembles Wallace to me for some reason. I feel like the older he gets, he seems more quiet and secretive. He seems like he's closed off, and though we're not sure what exactly is on his mind, I feel like the energy of this can bother Ruby in a way, and maybe that's why there was the Three of Swords in her deck. Maybe he feels like it's more peaceful to focus on something else as his wife nags. I don't know. I don't know. But there might just be a communication issue somewhere here. Ace of Pentacle. I heard Wallace might be working more again, right? This card represents new opportunities, new work, a financial new beginning. It seems like he will be back, and I feel like the fact that he is going to work again is the reason why Ruby had the Six of Pentacles in her spread. They will have to balance each other in terms of work and taking care of their daughter. But it seems to be something she hopes for. Honestly, it's good that he's back working, right? For his fans too. Though it seems like they might have made enough money in their younger years to not have to worry about financial problems. It's probably not ideal to lack motivation. But of course, they may have passive income too. But the fact is, it looks like Wallace will be back on the small screen soon. King of Swords. This may be representing the way he perceived this relationship. Knowing all the dramas he used to work on and all the recognitions he had received before, I think he has a high expectation of himself. The King of Swords represent his logical understanding of his expectation in this marriage. Eight of Swords. Because the King of Swords is here along with his car, I feel like he is tied up or that he is tying himself up because of those expectations. But this card often depicts the boundaries that you feel are self-caused. He needs to take back control and do what he wants and know that things will be okay. But because both the Four of Cups and Eight of Swords are here together for his thread, I feel like there's a sense of self-doubts or stuck energy. I think all these years he's been putting himself in this situation. Though I don't know what it is and what was the cause, he seems to have realized the situation with our last car. Judgment. This car often represents a period of self-awakening, realizing and evaluating yourself. This again might be the main reason why he will be back. Maybe he realized something and is trying to let go of the things that are holding him back. Because both Wallace and Ruby are private celebrities, I can only conclude this much for today. That's the end of this reading. Please send many thanks to the purchaser as she is willing to purchase and share this reading for everyone to watch. Please remember that this is only a tarot reading. Tarot is based on energy, and as the interpreter of these energy, I may not be 100% accurate. Please remember to be logical, have an open mind, and keep yourself grounded with the information. If you're interested in buying a reading from me, please check out my description for my contact information. I accept payment and donation via PayPal. For pricing, please see my channel's description. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for the 1,000 subscriber. I'm so happy. I will work harder and continue to try my best to create the most logical, intuitive readings for everyone to watch. Thank you so much and see you guys next time.